So I've decided to put on my first ever solo exhibition, and this is the gallery space. That is an IKEA bag for scale. This is an absolutely massive room. It's going to be fine. So I thought I've been way too busy in the last couple of weeks making the work to start a video then. I thought now it's 2 days before the show. I thought I would bring you along for the setup and the install and the show itself. So let's go. So here's a bit more of the space. It's got all these fairy lights up, which some of them I'll have to move, but some of them I'm going to try and keep up because I just think they're cute. So here's my rough plan. You walk in here, then the walls are sort of sectioned by the wiring of the plug sockets. So I'll put some work there, and some work here, but I'm thinking of sectioning the room off slightly because it's so big, because it still goes further down there. So where this white beam is, I'm thinking of suspending some really big drawings which I haven't done yet, which I'm hoping to do today. I just want to it's like set dressing rather than actual work. It's like, yeah, it's not part of the work that's on display, it's more of like dressing the room. So they don't have to be like really thought out serious work, because it's, yeah. And then speaking of room dressing, I'm going to get some plants from the local plant shop. I'll probably do that tomorrow, and dot some of them about. And then obviously, so this part will be screened off, and then the walls continue here, and then we're back to sort of like the front door. So there, over here, I'm thinking of putting my table on the opening night. It'll be like the drinks table, the snacks table, and then over the weekend and into next week, the exhibition's running for a weekend, the week, and then the following weekend. I'm going to put a table because I've got prints to sell for the first time ever of my work, and my marbling kits, just so, you know, if people want to buy anything. And the work will be for sale as well, obviously, but I just thought a little sales table with the little bits would be a good idea. And obviously I'll be in here all week, so a little table for me to sit at. I'm also running a workshop down this street in October, so I thought I'd better get a poster for that and get that up. So I don't know where the best place to put it will be. So I've just come to the studio. This is where I teach the 8-week textiles class from. If you follow me, you'll have probably seen it. But I knew I had a big roll of paper here, which I've already laid out on this big table, and I'm going to do a big drawing. So, well, I'm going to do two big drawings. So I'm just going to mix this black paint, which is just like kids paint, with a bit of water, just so it has a bit of like a sort of watercolour style thing. But I thought it's perfect because obviously I want it to sort of emulate my work a little bit. And this is like newsprint, but it's like cream coloured and then with the black. So it's going to look like my stitching on calico, basically. So yeah, I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something botanical themed. Maybe like a really big like flower. There might be a bee in there because, you know. And yeah, just do a couple of them. I'm not going to overthink it because, like I say, it's just really room dressing. It's not like an actual piece of work. It's not for sale. I mean, unless someone wants it, but it's literally just going to be my scribbling on newsprint. So it's not going to be the full length of that gap, but that's fine because I'll have a bit of space underneath so people don't stand on it, and a bit of space at the top. So yeah, I think that's the plan. I think the flowers look too cartoonish because I've copied this reference, but I think without any colour, they look a bit simple. The only thing I like on this is this bottom part, and the roots. I think that looks nice. That's the kind of style that I want, but I can't translate it upwards. But I also don't want them to be like absolute works of art because you're going to see them as soon as you walk in, and I don't want them to detract too much from the actual work. I don't know, because then also if I don't get them to work, I don't know what I'm going to use to like screen off the room and avoid it looking like really bare. This is a nightmare. What else can I paint? I know I can paint well. I don't know, guys. I don't know. My work involves like architecture. I'm not about to paint some architectural features onto a piece of paper because that will look crap. And the plants, I feel like maybe if I avoid flowers, or I might, this is ambitious, but I might attempt a foxglove because I've done a lot of foxgloves recently, so I feel like I've got that down. So I might try that. Right, I've added like some little splats to make it feel a bit more organic, and I've sort of converted the flowers into forget-me-not type flowers because I thought this sort of plant structure, I don't know what that is. It might be forget-me-nots, maybe, or some variation of. It looks like it already, so I've sort of converted the flowers. They're like the same shape, so that might be okay now. I feel like I'm not going to know until I get it up in space. So I'm going to put this one over there to dry, and then I'm going to do a second one. I'm much more pleased with this one of the foxgloves, although I think it is slightly shorter than that one. But I don't really want to add anything at the top because I think it'll be a bit too top heavy. So yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. But then I don't know if that looks really nice compared to that one. I'm just going to hang them up and see how they look. And then if I need to, I can always come and do another one tomorrow because I've got time. Or should I do one now while I'm in the mood? No, because I don't know what I'd do. That's it. They look like that. Let's crack on. So I've just come back to the space to start actually getting some work out and figuring out what's going to go where. And I'm just really now a bit concerned that everything's going to look lost in the space because it's just such a massive space. Let me get these few bits out and then I can show you. But I mean, how cute. So, do you know what I mean? Like, it's annoying because I'm really pleased with some of these pieces. Yes, I could have done more pieces, and I did have plans for like a really big piece that I've not done. But that's about it. I feel like I've ticked everything else off, but yeah, let me show you the plan. So I'm thinking those three can go there, and then these I'll put like gallery wall style sort of dotted around. And then here I have got a piece to go, but it's a metre wide. So I mean, I hope it doesn't look lost. And then from that beam, that white one, is where the drawings are going to be suspended. I'm going to put one there and one there either side of this light. So really this space is cut in half. I'm working on another piece that can go there. It's like A3, so it shouldn't feel too lost. I'm worried about that, how that's going to look, because obviously I've not finished that and I've not got that to test. And then just over here, so the drawings will be suspended from this. So this is sort of like a bit of a dead corner, and I've got, these are old works that have been on a few exhibitions, so I just thought they could go over here. So there's that piece that can go there, and then those three, I was going to do 1, 2, 3, but I might have to go, yeah, I'll have to go that way. And then I've not got anything to put there, but my table's there, so I might move that back a bit nearer the wall. I don't know, guys, I'm a bit stressed now. It's just so massive. Hopefully, once the drawings screen that bit off a bit, although they are skinny, obviously, so hopefully that doesn't look crap. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe once I get some plants in. Oh, the stress. here's the drawings in the space. See them a bit there. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that one. And now that one doesn't look so bad next to it. So, thank God for that. So, they're going directly above where I've put them. On that beam. So, yeah, I'll put one there. Just leave a bit of a gap after this light panel, and then go like that, and then it'd be good to do a third one now I see them, but I don't think that's realistic. So now I've brought this big roll because I'm just going to cover the door so people can't see what I've put up. So it's so dark in here today. I'm back home now. Massive piece of wood that needs painting white because I've made a series of 20 small pieces that are about that big, and instead of faffing around trying to mount them all using that hanging system in the pop-up space, I thought I'll get a piece of wood and mount them all to the piece of wood. But now I have to paint a piece of wood and get a piece of wood to the gallery, which I've still not figured out how I'm going to do because it won't fit in my car. My friend said she'll help me tomorrow. I don't know if it'll fit in her car. I need to ask her. Otherwise, don't really know. But first things first, is to paint it white because it's not going anywhere, looking like it currently does. And paint it very carefully because I'm in my kitchen. Last night we ended up going to the pop-up space like a bit just sort of on a whim because Sean wanted to see what the hanging system actually looked like so we can determine how we're actually hanging that big piece of wood because we are hanging it. That's the plan. My friend's coming around this morning to help me. I think I'm going to get her to actually pack up some marbling kits and stuff because I want to have some of them on sale at the show. Especially starting for the opening night because obviously I've got kids coming with parents, so they might feel inspired to do that with their kids. Fingers crossed. Just now thinking I better do some pricing signage for those. That's okay, I can add it to my actual show labels for all the pieces. So yeah, I think I'll get her to do some marbling kits while I do various odd jobs, and then she can help me mark up the big piece of wood for where we're going to actually mount all the pieces on it. And then this afternoon I'll go back to the pop-up, do some bits, dress it a bit, get plants that I'm borrowing from the plant shop. And yeah, and then this evening we're going back with my dad's van to take the big piece of wood because it won't fit in my car and mount that. And then really that should be, at the end of today, that should be the space totally done. All we have to do tomorrow is just final bits, take bits and bobs. And then obviously it's the preview evening. So we're back at the venue. Sean's working on this. I put all the screws in it. Obviously it needs more paint, and that's the hole where the iPad's going to go for the video. I've brought these in as a bit of dressing. So that's that section done. I'm just hanging this over there because I thought that sorts this random corner out. And then over here, I've got a bit more of a sophisticated setup going on. So my snacks and stuff ready to go. And then I've got my marbling kits that are going to be for sale and the prints set up there. So that's pretty much good to go. And then I've got one little piece to go there. I've decided to put those fairy lights on to sort of signal that that's the end because I'm also doing that over there. Them ones won't be on because that's where the big board's going. So hopefully, I don't know, it's a massive space. I'm going to put some fairy lights over there as well. Probably those ones I'll take down and put on there. And these behind the table I'll turn on.
So my filming kind of just dropped off at this point, so this is me from the future just saying that it all went really well, and I was so pleased with it in the end. I don't think it looked bare, and yeah, we just had a great opening night and then a great week following of it being open. So thanks for watching this video, and if you'd like to see a bit more, I have done a video about the collection which you can see on my channel. Bye bye.